Hello guys, welcome back to another episode review of Hollyoaks for 15th of June 2023. This is part 2 of 15th of June, by the way. So the previous one was for 6 p.m. This one, part 2, is for the usual slot for 6:30 p.m. Now, Charlie released from prison. Darren went and collected Charlie from prison. He's out, thankfully. And Darren was the person that snitched on Charlie and Dhillon and Taz when they were doing the drug deal. And Zoe was the person, was a detective to head that case, or that tip-off, if you want to call it. And ever since Charlie got out, Darren's been surprisingly very nice to him, considering Charlie's just been banged up for a drug deal. Jack doesn't know, he's none the wiser. He doesn't know what Darren did, and until later in the episode. And obviously it came out in the end that Darren gave the tip off because Darren accidentally let slip that something about the folly. Charlie was like, how do you know the deal was done at the folly? And then that's how Charlie caught Darren, basically. Look, Darren, I think he kind of probably he made the situation worse. I think if only he didn't slip up and Charlie didn't know that it was Darren that gave the tip off, then Charlie would have been relaxed and maybe it could have been a better situation. But still, Taz just looked like he was out for blood, especially with Dhillon. He didn't, because obviously Dhillon's new to Taz, and he's not a familiar face, and I think Taz was strongly convinced that it was Dhillon that basically dobbed them in. Anyway, I think Charlie confessed in the end it was Darren. And one thing I didn't understand was when Taz was about to walk away and said, listen, get your drugs from somewhere else, not me, then Charlie should have not stopped him. Charlie should just let him walk away, because a drug dealer who's given you nothing but problems all these months and years, walking away freely, and you stopping him. And now Dhillon's convinced Charlie and Taz the only way we can get Darren to back off is if you send a warning, and now they're going to ransack the house, which they've done. I think Dhillon was a bit naive and silly, and he just literally gave Taz, everything on a plate for Taz. And then obviously these pair of kids, slash idiots, they went round and basically ransacked the Osborne's house. And trouble is, it's a scary situation, because when, from Darren's and Jack's perspective, Jack is an old man, by the way, that this is a serious threat from a drug dealer. They don't know that it was Charlie, their son, and his mate. Do you know what I mean? And I think the intention was okay, it was good from Dhillon and Charlie, but they don't understand the consequence it can have, and it just made things worse. Obviously, they're children, and they got themselves into a massive kind of like beef with them and Taz, and they're just trying to get Darren to back off. But I don't think this is going to make Darren back off, especially Jack as well. And then one thing that I really felt sorry for Jack as well, when Jack walked in on the mess, the whole house just turned upside down. Dhillon somehow sneaked out, and when Charlie put his hood up and acted like he was the thug, pushed Jack out of the way, and Jack got pushed against the wall. I think that was really cold, and I know Charlie wasn't meant to do that. But it's just a cold situation, and it's ended up in a very cold mess as well. And Jack seems to be having health problems, and I think Charlie will regret this for life, for having done what he'd done to his granddad. I know it wasn't intended, but that was, yeah. Let me know what you thought, guys. That was such a brutal episode, and I really like the Osbornes. I love Darren. I love Jack. I like Charlie as well. He should have not done that. Yeah, he should have not taken Dhillon's advice. Let me know what you think, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.